truly believed I had met the man I was going to spend the rest of my life with. He took me to Colombia. He introduced me to his family. I took my son with me. I even canceled a trip to Europe with my mom because in my heart, I thought this is it. This is my forever. I had thought I had found my person. Then a few weeks later, he ended the relationship. No explanation, no reason, no closure, and I didn't understand. I remember crying every single day. I would walk, I would run, I would scream, I would pray. I would ask God, why me? Why would you allow this? Please bring him back. He's the one. He's supposed to be my future. I held so tightly to the life I had imagined. And every time he would text me, even if it was just to ask for a favor, I would convince myself it meant something more. I would think, maybe he misses me. Maybe he wants me back. Maybe this is God's sign. Maybe this meant we are meant to be together. I created these little hopes in my mind. I created hope from breadcrumbs. Not because I was foolish, but because I loved deeply. Because I wanted the story I had imagined to be true. The one day my mom walked by my side and said something I'll never forget. Claudia, you're crying for someone who doesn't deserve your tears. You cry for your parents, you cry for your children, but don't lose yourself over someone who chooses to walk away. At first, I was upset because I didn't want to hear it. I wanted God to change the situation. I wanted God to change him. I wanted my plans, not God's plans. But one day, while I was running, exhausted from carrying all that pain, I fell to the ground and scratched my knees. And for that first time, instead of me asking God to bring him back, I prayed, God, I surrender. I don't want my will anymore. I want yours. If this person isn't meant for me, help me to let go. Help me trust that you have something better planned for my life. That was the hardest prayer I have ever prayed because surrender feels like losing. But I learned that surrender isn't giving up. It's trusting. It's believing that God can see what you cannot. I learned that I don't have to change who I am to be loved. That the right person won't ask me to become something else. They won't leave me constantly, questioning me why I stand. They won't only show up when it's convenient. They'll love me, respect me, and walk beside me as we both grow into better versions of ourselves. Sometimes the greatest act of faith isn't holding on. Sometimes it's letting go and trusting that God's plans are greater than the ones we desperately try to hold on to ourselves. And looking back today, I can honestly say, thank God for teaching me how to surrender. Because what felt like rejection was actually redirection. And sometimes God is actually there to protect you. And if you're listening to this today, holding on to someone that keeps walking away, let me remind you this. You are worthy of love that stays. You are worthy of love that chooses you. You are worthy of someone who fights for you. And sometimes the person you thought was your forever was only there to teach you how to surrender. And sometimes surrender is where healing begins.